there's so many intricate things that go into cancer diagnoses, especially when you're dealing with a child. I'm going to talk about IVs and central lines today because it's been insane. The first one Carlene got was the port, the Mediport, to get her chemotherapy and everything in so she wouldn't have to be stuck all the time. It worked really well for a little while, but then she got a gnarly staph infection that was systemic. Actually, she ended up having to be on antibiotics for 28 days and had that replaced with a PICC line in her arm. The PICC line in her arm worked really well. We were able to go home with antibiotics. She was able to wear this little backpack, and I had to actually hook up antibiotics every day because the antibiotics ran 24 hours to try to kill the infection. So I hooked them up every day. She wore them in a backpack every day for 28 days, and we healed that up. Well, it wasn't just the infection, though. There was a really big hole in the middle of her chest from where they had to take the port out. So I was responsible for changing the dressing on the hole, changing the dressing on her eye because she has stage 4 retinoblastoma, so where the tumor in her left eye was removed, had to change that every day, along with administering the antibiotics. And then the PICC line got an infection. Not once, but twice. We recently came back into the hospital to change the PICC line for the second time because it actually had a leak and got a block. And while we're doing that, the hole in her chest is still, healed up. And by the time it was completely healed is when she got the second leak in the PICC line. And so we had that replaced now with the central venous catheter, which is actually a really positive thing because hopefully this central venous catheter will last us throughout the remainder of treatment. We won't have to have it changed again because what would have happened is even if she had another port or a different kind of line, we still would have had to have it another line, this central venous catheter, put in because she has to finish chemo. She has to have a bone marrow harvest, stem cell harvest, and a bone marrow transplant. And this new central venous catheter, this line that's in her chest, can actually take her through the remainder of treatment. So we're really planning that this is the last surgery. This is the fourth and last surgery to put in a port, to get all of her chemotherapy, labs drawn, medications delivered, stem cell harvest, bone marrow transplant. We're hoping for no more complications, and we can take this through the remainder of treatment. Let's pray.